Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Near Protocol's price chart, and thank God what we said in the previous video sort of kind of played out. If you remember, the last time that we talked about Near, we were around these areas I think, and I said, look, we should probably at least count on yet another 5 wave down, because on a higher degree we may end up having an A, B, C zigzag, and then we can have another move up, and we should have another move on the upside in order to take the highest high right in here, about $2.77. So what happened? Number one, we definitely didn't get this move down, and number two, we did instead get this move on the upside. So overall, I would say in Near Protocol we are looking optimistic. Let's not be picky and just be thankful that we did get this beautiful move up. And why is that important? Because now I am able to tell you, look, off of the lowest low, we probably have completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, meaning what? Probably in Near Protocol, the bottom is in right in here around $2.2. Now, in an ideal scenario, I don't really mind if I see yet another move on the upside in the short term, maybe like a very small move in order to take the highs, and then that can be it, the end of this 5 wave. Why? Because there's also an argument to be made for the end of our wave 3 to be right in here. And for example, in terms of the sub waves, if you just zoom in more, there we go, you can actually argue, you know what, maybe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this wave 3, and the current move can be a correction for 4, and then another move into wave 5. So if you really want to be picky, you can say maybe we're gonna have another move on the upside. However, at that point, please count on a move down one way or the other. Why? Because here's a question for you: what happens after a 5 wave up? Even if you want to go with the most optimistic scenario suggesting the bottom is set, you know what, even according to that case, we are going to have a move on the downside. It's just that move is going to be a correction as structure, and I would say for that matter a relatively deep pullback to around these levels, and it is going to take some time. And assuming that in here we are able to identify all the right subwaves, fair enough, this can be a great long opportunity in Near Protocol. Now, why is it that I want to see some sort of a move down starting from the current point, or maybe like just a bit higher? Here is why. I think it actually comes down to classic technical analysis, meaning supports and resistances, and the fact that we are at the moment around this unbelievably important area. Now, why is this so important? Because this isn't actually from H1, H4, or even daily time frame. No, this important support is from weekly time frame. And if I just go on weekly charts a bit more, okay, you might say, well, okay, in these areas for a couple of times we have broken this level, but we truly haven't. Why? Because if you want to argue that we have broken a support area, then okay, what you want to see is an initial move under the region, followed by a pullback to about, let's say, the lower band of it, and then a continuation of the move down in order to take this low. However, if you go back on the live chart, there isn't actually even one time that we have done something like that. And you might say, well, okay, what about this time? Even this thing doesn't count. Why? Because in this candlestick right in here, with absolute authority, we once more sort of kind of reclaim this level. So this move on the downside could be your initial phase, followed by that a pullback. And where is your continuation of the move down? You don't even have that one yet. So technically, this region, although it does seem like it, but I promise you, is not right now broken yet. However, this doesn't mean that in the short term, from this level, we are not going to have some sort of small reaction. I think we are going to have that, and that is probably going to be one very important reason for why in Near Protocol soon we need to expect a move on the downside. And unfortunately, yeah, okay, that move is not going to be that deep. However, it is going to take some time, and it's going to be like really annoying, and it does have the potential to shake a lot of short-term traders out of their trades. And when all of them are out, then the market is probably going to do what they already expect, meaning we are probably going to have another huge move on the upside in order to reclaim this level once more and continue our uptrend. So in the short term, please manage your expectations in your protocol and expect a move down. So if it happens, we're not going to be surprised at all. And for the reasons that we talked about in this update, you should know it's actually part of the bullish process. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Near Protocol. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.